rising Filipino figure skater has been breaking records on the global stage. 16-year-old Sofia Frank set several new Philippine records in Finland over the weekend. On Saturday, she scored 53.30 points in her short program routine. That is now the highest short program score for a Filipina skater in a meet sanctioned by the International Skating Union. Then she rewrote a pair of national records on Sunday. The following day, she tallied 94.79 points in the free skate event and finished overall with 148.09 points to settle at 18th place. These records were previously held by Filipino-Swiss skater Allison Perticheto. And now joining us to go all out on this story is none other than Sofia Frank. She joins us live from Colorado Springs in the U.S. Hello, Sofia. Welcome to Sports Desk. Should I say good evening to you? Hi, thank you.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. The pleasure is ours. Thank you for being here on CNN Philippines. Belated happy birthday to you. We just heard that you celebrated your birthday, your 16th birthday, last October 6th. Sofia, you've been on the rise this season. Like I mentioned, you did just break 3 Philippine records last Saturday in Finland and also on Sunday as well. Talk about your year so far. Was this something that you expected when the year started?
Definitely not. I didn't even find out that I broke records until after I skated, like quite a while after I skated. So I was really surprised, but it's amazing, you know?
It is amazing. It wasn't on your mind, basically. Like you were just, skating out there, and then afterwards you found out you were breaking records. What was your initial reaction upon finding out you were breaking records left and right over the weekend?
I was really surprised, honestly, because they weren't like my greatest skates. So I think, with the more experience, and the higher scores I get, I think, the more records I'll be breaking.
For sure. Well, you're still young. You just turned 16. There's still plenty of time for you to break more records, Sofia. What was entering this really competitive competition? What was your mindset entering the Finlandia trophy?
I wasn't really that nervous because, I knew I wasn't gonna place at all, but I think I was, more excited to watch than compete because, I got to watch some of the best skaters in the world. So that was really exciting.
How was that? How was it? Was it your first time watching all these other skaters also at this Finlandia trophy?
Yes, it was. I think it was because it's only been my second international competition. So I haven't really, had that much experience, traveling internationally, but it was really cool to finally watch like some of the top skaters in the world.
Was there a particular favorite of yours upon seeing their routines, or something that you might have, picked up a thing or two?
Definitely watching Kamila Valieva do her quadruple jumps was definitely so amazing, and I was so ecstatic when I was watching it in person. It was so exciting.
A lot of fans want to know more about you. We want to know more about Sofia Frank. So like I mentioned, you just turned 16 years old last October 6th. But how did you start in figure skating? How young were you when you started loving the sport and getting into figure skating? Because you were, I'm assuming you were a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely more of my parents who got me started with this sport. They took me to the ice rink one day when I was 3 years old. And I immediately fell in love with it after seeing all of the girls skating around in really pretty dresses.
Yeah.
And after that, I immediately fell in love with it, and I told my parents, I was like, I want to do this so bad.
So you were like one of those girls who fell in love with figure skating at 3 years old, and because they dress like Disney princesses, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And then you're on the ice. What is it about figure skating that you love so much? Is it about the routines? Is it just like flowing out there, gliding on the ice? Combination of all, dressing up. What do you love most about this sport?
I think, the drive to learn and like expanding like my experience, I think, and really just showing off and obviously wearing the pretty dresses, but
For sure,
mostly
yeah.
just learning, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And you are learning, you are setting records, breaking records, and at the same time, you're just enjoying. It seems like you're just, having fun out there. It's just watching your routines, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. How are you able to train, though? Because amid the pandemic, it must have been tough.
It definitely was. At the beginning of last year when COVID first started,
Yeah.
we didn't have ice for about 5 months, I think,
Wow.
and it was all mostly we would just do off ice outside. Even during like the winter time as well. Like it was still snowing in like May and April, so there would be snow outside, but we'd still be training like outside because we didn't have any ice. But we've been back to like regular training for about like a year and a half now, and I'm really fortunate. But yeah, and recently we just got rid of the mask mandate, so we've been like training normally for a little while now.
It must have been tough, like off ice, because it's still different when you're out there on the ice, I'm assuming. And it took a while for you guys to, be able to practice back on the ice. Of course, the job is not done for you. You've still got a lot in store. What is next for you, Sofia? And what do you want to, achieve down the line in your career?
The next competition I have is in about a month or so. I'm not really sure where I'm going, to be honest, but as soon as I'll find out, I'll let you know. But I think, the goal of all of this is, is going to the Olympics, one day. And, I mean, I don't have to get a medal, but as much as it would be greatly appreciated.
Of course.
I just want to go there and just have that
Experience,
experience. Yeah.
And hopefully you represent the Philippines.
Yes, definitely.
Right? Definitely. And be part of the Winter Games. That would be something to watch as well. Well, we understand people can help you out in your upcoming competitions. For those who want to support you, tell us more about this. Go ahead.
I have a GoFundMe, and it's in my figure skating Instagram bio link. And yeah, the donations will be used towards my traveling expenses and my training expenses. So yeah.
Yeah, please. Well, you can see, like Sofia Frank on Facebook on your screens, and follow at Sofia Skates is her IG handle name. Sofia, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun talking to you. It's like talking to my little sister, but belated happy birthday to you again. You're 16 years old. Keep winning, keep skating, and hopefully, you'll get there one day and keep breaking records. Thank you again, Sofia. We'll talk to you hopefully again. That was figure skater Sofia Frank.